Let's see. Got any good stories of June or June and Bob or growing up in Waelder or Moulton? Let's see. Well, we were talking about something earlier. How about the story about your dad coming home?
On the motorcycle.
On the motorcycle?
Yeah.
Well, he came home on the weekends, and we'd all be out there on the front porch. We're looking for him, and was all of his kids on the front porch. He was on a motorcycle top the hill. We broke and run to the gate so he would get to ride home with him.
And where was he riding home from?
From California.
For a 72-hour leave.
72-hour leave. He stayed. He got home Saturday evening, Friday evening. Made ice cream Saturday night. Sunday morning, he was back going to California.
And he did that every leave he had, type of thing?
Every time he could.
Yeah.
He'd come see his kids.
I think he came to see Mama.
Yep.
Don't you?
Yeah.
They were young.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, he had to. Didn't have much choice really, but he had a choice. He didn't have to come at all. He could have stayed out there. That was 1,587 miles he rode the thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then how about Waelder in high school? Like, I guess June and Janelle and...
Well, they was basketball playing girls. They loved it. They were state champions. They were, I don't know, two or 3 years running the district champion. And they just had a wonderful time. They were wonderful sisters.
Tell them about how the girls fought over your car. I don't know. Where does this bag come from?
Here, let me move this in a little bit.
What's the matter?
There's a gnat or something.
Oh, hey.
Let me get out. I don't know what it is.
I'll catch it.
When I was working, I didn't graduate, but I was working for Border Grain Company, and I had me a car. It was a beautiful car. It was a 41 Ford Coupe. Had teardrop fender skirts on, twin exhaust pipes, sun visor, radio. Man, it was a classic car.
Had it hopped up a little bit?
Yeah, I went from down at it to the shop. Then that's the year that Ford come out with 85 horse motor.
Okay.
And I had to have one. So I had a 12 gauge shotgun to carry with me in the back of the car, and I got the shop up there and got ordered the motor and paid for it. And the mechanic at the shop told me, Marsha, I'll put that motor in that car if you got the shotgun. I said, get after it. You'll never get nothing cheap like that again.
Yep.
And then I was going with this girl here, and out there, children wanted the car one day, and Rita took it one day, and all the squabbling and two girls that day because my car was my brother and one was my girlfriend. So they almost fought over that old car, so who's going to drive it tomorrow? Yep. And I was working in San Antonio at that time, then there later on, and I didn't even drive my own car to San Antonio. I left it there for them to fight over.
He had to fix it up every weekend.
Oh, I had to tear it up, had to break something on it.
All right. And then what about the story? I think, didn't my mom want a Mustang down here right in Gonzales at a little car dealership? Do you remember that story at all?
No, I don't. I missed that, I guess.
Well,
right.
Mustangs came out in '64, didn't they?
But there was some dealership right here in Gonzales, like, you know, if you turn left out of Flatonia, I guess, or even before.
Yeah.
And you head down to Gonzales. But she had some story that she used to tell, but I can't remember.
Oh, really? Because him and Wita were already living in Puerto Vaca in '64.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And how about Waelder? Didn't 35 come through, and that kind of took all the business out of there?
I just say 10.
Oh, 10. Okay.
I came through there and just the town just folded up more or less after that. All it is now is from one end of Main Street to the other is a sausage company, JB Sausage, and it's a little drive-in grocery on the east side and a drive-in grocery on the west side. And when I was there, Waelder was a dry town.
Yep.
You couldn't have, but at the edge of every city limits was Rancho Grande, Bubba's Place, and the Roundup. And you just go across 200 yards, you had to give all the liquor you wanted. And we had one man there that was a very high in the community on it, but every Friday night he drove out to the Roundup to the back window. Uncle Ronnie, Uncle Homer had a drive-in window. That man bought his case of Pearl every Friday night down there. But he'd go home, and he was a car dealership there. He was one of the higher-ups in the little town, you know.
Yeah.
But he got his beer every Friday night, but when it come to voting wet or dry, he voted it dry. But he still got his beer on Friday night.
Yep. And then the sausage factory, you guys used to know the owners of that pretty well, right?
Peter Janeski, yeah.
Yep.
Ben Clark and Janeski owned it in Cistern, and then started in the Waelder. When old Felix started buying up that town, he bought it building by building till he got the whole thing.
Yep.
So I don't know, maybe somebody changed that to the J&B, City of J&B rather than City of Waelder.
Yep. You think of any other good ones, Marsha, that you've heard?
That I've heard. It would have to be what I heard.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know any of them firsthand.
Or how about in Moulton here, you had the Phillip family just right down the street, so we're on the same property that you used to
They're
work
just across the pasture.
at 12 years old, right? You were planting corn here?
Sure was. I worked every summer out there, you know.
Yeah.
And out there had a big old barn, and the latch up, and I had to take a stick to unlatch it to get into it, to get out of it. So every evening, it was my job to go out there and shell out 5 gallons of shell corn.
Okay.
And so I was out there fiddling around one day. I shut the door, and I sat on the bucket of corn. I feed the chicken, you know. Drag out and boom, 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 and here comes the damn bear cows around the car. I got up, and they got after me, and I run, jumped the gate, and my uncle sat there, had a bundle of fodder feed under his arm. He just died laughing. I thought, you go get that corn, and she laughed, you go get it, not me, I ain't going back in there. And I made sure that every day that we got that bucket of corn before two cattle, they come the same time, it's like clockwork.
Yep.
I had my corn shucking out the gate before they got back in there.
Yep.
And Grandma Phillips' palm trees she planted are still up over there.
Yeah.
They survived the really hard winter this year.
Yeah, we drove
been by
by
to look.
after the house was gone with my mom, and we checked it out, and we saw the palm trees, and I had gone there when I was a kid, when whoever was living there with all the cats in the house, and they had the bulls that were still
Is that Uncle Frankie lived
Uncle
there?
Frankie. And yeah, the bulls were mean, and they'd come up and smash on the fence and try to get you. Yeah.
That's where I run from.
Yeah. So now you've got the property from here all the way over to there, right?
No.
Basically?
No, it's just an annual, probably 300 yards from the end of my property
Okay.
to the next property over.
Okay.
More or less, it's not very far.
All right. But his was just the next big road down, right?
Yeah.
And then on the corner where it
Yeah.
turns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's where it goes this way like that, and it makes a curve back right the corner there.
Yeah. Yeah, because I remember the curve there, and that's
Yeah.
where you'd see the palm trees.
Yeah.
Now you got your own. How many out front do you
I
have?
got 14 of them out there.
It's like California.
Well, I told
We
her-
hope there's still 14.
Say when that
This
house, the
bad
old
one.
house was there, then right here was a windmill.
Yep.
And right here, that palm tree's still there. It's still growing right there where we're over. And out here, they put us with them palm leaves at night, and that old tree, hee-haw, all night long. So
Windmill.
rubbing it everything.
Yep.
And I told the family, I said, one thing I'm going to have when I get on my own place, I'm going to have is palm trees.
There you go.
Because we got over here, that's the first year back here, wasn't it?
Uh-huh.
And I bought them at Walmart for $12 a piece.
One of them went crazy.
Yeah.
Got so tall.
That first one, it's from here, I was about taller than that. It's way up in there.
Yep.
But I got what I wanted.
Yep. And then right over here, you were telling me you got your own cemetery on your
Yeah.
land, and there's like 1800s headstones out there.
And that's I was born out here, and I'll put back the rest out here.
Yep. Born in Moulton, and
Yeah.
It is registered. It's the Wallace Cemetery.
Yeah. It's a registered cemetery.
It's a registered. Yeah.
all right. Gotcha. Well, good stuff. Now that you've told your stories, you can say hey. Go for it. Here.
We lived out in the country. No, I was a little devil anyway.
Can't believe that.
We was out there, we was all riding this horse and stuff. My older brother, Robert, he was a inside boy. He didn't get out very much, do the farm work and stuff. But one day we was out there riding him horse, and I had a little mule I rode all the time because he was, I guess, used to one person riding her.
Mm-hmm.
And so I got my brother up on her, and I told her, I had on spurs. I took his spurs off. Yeah, you got to put these on the rider. He says, "What for?" I said, "Well, you got to make her go. She's lazy, and she had to punch her." So he got up on that mule, and she wouldn't go right away. I said, stick her. She thought he was high as that sky. He hit the ground, and here comes Mom with a club after me, and I broke it off.
Yeah, and tell us about, I guess, was it your mom or your grandma that used to sit in the window and then stare out the whole time?
Oh, Grandma, she looked out that window. Her name was Willie Modena.
Willie Modena?
She was crippled, wasn't she?
Yeah.
And I don't know why, what caused her to be crippled. That's just a story I've heard.
Yep, so here she is.
Right there.
So, Willie Modena.
Yep. She's sitting right there in the window. That's where she watched everything went on. Look how much Uncle Tiny looked like her.
Her name was Willie Modena Jones.
Yep.
And her father was a minister. That's all I know about her, but she does. Uncle Tiny looks a whole lot like her.
Yep, so you can see here, so I guess you said she'd sit in that window all the time?
Yeah.
And then she'd watch Grandpa walk out and go smoke his pipe?
Grandpa after supper, he'd get up, light a piece of pipe, he'd walk out his front door, he'd look first to the right, look to the left, back to the right, there he'd go.
Yep.
I said, he knew just how long it would take Grandma to look off when he hit the road car. Don't know where he went.
Do you know what caused her to be sick? Do you know anything about her?
And then we had this one, so here's a picture. It looks like you're overseas somewhere.
That's over in Germany.
Alright.
You could only go on Fridays dressed like this. Any other time you went out full dress.
Mm-hmm.
Trench coat, no. You didn't go to. You wasn't allowed out in the city.
Okay.
And it was already close. Was in Dion, Germany, in a little town down here. But here's a line here, big high picket fence, and it had a gate here. And you was told, do not go left. They said that you wouldn't come back.
Mm-hmm.
So we had one of Bo Smith. He went out there that Friday afternoon, about 4 o'clock. We was all going to PX to do our shopping stuff, and he went out the gate, and he never come back.
Really? Yeah. And what was to the left? The enemy?
Well, the enemy, the Russians were over,
Okay.
and they got him.
They said, don't go left.
No, go left. He went left. He didn't come back.
Wow. And then speaking of the military, so then we got this picture, and that's your pop?
Yeah, that's the tallest one of the bunch, my daddy.
All right.
The only little shorties hanging around.
Yep, exactly.
Kind of like you, ain't it?
Yep, that's me. I stick out like a sore thumb everywhere we go. See if there's any other good pictures. I saw one a minute ago. Well, we got some of these. I mean, we got, we've all heard or stories of Dean, but we got June and Janelle, and there's Vernon. I've never seen you with hair before, so.
He was a cute kid, wasn't he?
Yep. Yep. And then here's the old house when they moved to Waelder, and this says, what is that, 37? Or 57?
Yeah,
57. All right. Then we've got these guys who, the blacksmith shop. And what's the story with that?
Daddy and Mr. Boss was always building stuff, and the thing they were building here, it was like a weed eater, but it had a big saw blade, and they run for cutting trees down out in the pasture out there.
All right.
And it worked.
All right.
That's the old house blade.
Yep. That's just down the street from the cemetery in Waelder.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've been there at least once or twice. It's still up.
It's still up.
2010, and it's still there. Well, good. Well, Big Bad Bob's going to see this. You got anything you want to say to Bob?
Yeah, Big Bad Bob, you better be careful. I'm coming out to see you this summer, and boy, we're going to do some bad things out there.
You'll have to teach him how to play cards.
Yep.
Well, you're going to take me down and show me how to play cards, and I'll take you and show you how to play dominoes.
All right. Play some bones.
Bones.
Yep. And then I think we're coming out to Weatherford. How far is that from here?
Oh,
It's up
300 or 400 miles, probably.
Yeah, it's up, I guess, west of Fort Worth, kind of.
Kind of
Is
east, ain't it? East?
No, it would be west.
Would it be west?
Okay. But I think we're doing a reunion out there.
Okay, it won't be that far then.
Yeah.
I was thinking far west Texas.
Yeah, I think it's like less than 50 miles from Fort Worth.
Fort Worth.
Okay. That's not so bad.
All right, so we should be here hopefully this year.
That's good.
You like I tell you, you got to be extra be anywhere you want to stop at.
There you go. You want to say hi to Dana or anybody?
Is Dana over there?
She's gonna be.
She's going to be watching it.
Just want to be sure you're there, Dana. I hope you've been getting along all right. We love you. Take care of them young and
Beautiful
take care of the old man.
girls.
Yep.
Beautiful girls.
Yeah, we saw some pictures with them. So
Thanks for the Christmas card. I didn't send Christmas cards this year.
and they made me shrimp tonight. So I showed up a day early, and they still let me in the door.
We were ready for them.
Yeah.
I just wasn't up and busy. I
Yep.
was reading a book instead of being busy.
And then tell them who's here with us tonight.
Oh, my oldest son's 2 children are on spring break and they're here.
All right.
Cassidy's 12 and Zane is 9.
All right. Well, we'll finish up with them. So bye, everybody.
Bye-bye. We love y'all.
Let's see what the kids are doing over here. Hi.
Okay,
Say hi, California.
do I have to?
Sure.
Yes, please. Please do. It's Grandpa's family.
You like my game?
Yep.
It's awesome.
What are you playing?
Hi, California.
Since you don't know my family, you can just call him
Hi.
California. She's reading. And he's playing video games.
Hi.
Uh-huh.
Like it?
Yep.
I like it. It's fun.
And then he's doing dishes.
He doesn't know how.
All right.